Good morning, YouTube. Guys, we are now live on YouTube. Can you guys just stay off the radios and things just so we don't have interruption with what I'm trying to say here, please? Guys on Discord?
Will do.
Okay. Right, okay, so gentlemen, and if there are ladies, good morning and welcome to the stream. I've got some exciting news and things to show you. Brand new. Zibo was very, very busy overnight and we all woke up to a tremendous surprise, and that's what I want to show you guys, and I hope you're going to like it. So I just want to quickly get my OFP on the screen here. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Right. Okay, so I'm going to quickly start with the basics that you guys already know. Good morning, everyone there, all the new guys. I'm going to quickly just do the basics and then I'm going to bowl you over.
Flaps upset.
All right. Oh, my hat. Yeah, you're going to have to hang tight. Right, so you are all aware of having to load the Zibo mod via the EFB. You have to put your payload, you have to put your fuel, and then it all gets transferred into your FMC. You are also supposed to now be aware that you cannot use the uplink in the perf init page and expect it to load the EFB, because the Zibo mod requires the EFB to do the loading. Okay, you know you can't do it through the normal explain menu. It's just what it is. So I left a message for Zibo last night or yesterday during the day because of a couple of comments I saw. And here is his answer. Have a look at this. So under the fuel and payload, if you go to fuel, weights and payload, we now have an auto flight handling. Okay, so I'm going to just increase my volume for myself so I can hear it. Okay, and I want you to check this now. Currently, it's not active, so we're going to go to the next page and we're going to click Load OFP. So it picks up all the information from that B738X file, and now we click Activate. Okay, so now it says active, and you can actually see it's going to open the doors and do all kinds of things. It's going to start loading. There you should hear the sound already. So the cleaners are coming and the food's coming, and so there's a whole pageant or whatever, theater, whatever you want to call it. There's a whole play that's now in motion. All right, so if you go, see, fuel truck is there. You can see it's busy loading. It's changing all the details for you, all automatic, all from that single file by pressing a few buttons. And just for ambiance, we can actually add the rest. Come on. Right, so how's that?
That's super.
Ziet er goed uit.
Ja. Ek het dit nie verwag nie. I never expected this.
No, surely not.
Yeah. So you can see it's busy loading. It's doing its thing. All right, so the next step that's going to happen, if we get off this page, we go back to home, you can see the crew is now busy doing its thing. It's going to stop that. It's going to then do the start. You're going to hear the passengers come up, and it's going to basically end when Trish, that's the lady's name, by the way, the voice that's used there, real name is Trish. Okay, when she comes and she closes the door and she tells you to have a good flight. That's it. So now you can continue doing what you need to do. Set up whatever. Oh, hello Zibo. Morning. Jency's just given me a new update. What did you change, Zibo? There's now an AD. No, I won't stop it now. It's okay. Okay, he's corrected the calculation. Okay, one of the things I did notice this morning is the calculations are a bit off. Okay, so when you look at your actual OFP, obviously these... What did I do there? I made a mess. Let's just close it, reopen it. It didn't quite match, so obviously that's part of what he's working on. Thank you, Zibo. So we obviously want the zero fuel weight to match. Okay, for it to match, you need the correct payload and you need the correct fuel value. Okay, and so I noticed it was a bit off. He did give me an update already, and now there's a second update. Christer, no, you're misunderstanding. Let me explain again. Okay, remember, we went through this whole exercise to get SimBrief to give us this file. Everything comes from this file. Okay, so when you do your export, whether you do it from the SimBrief downloader, whether you download it manually, or you use Antonio's plugin, however you get this file into Output FMS Plans, that file contains all the information, and then the EFB will extract the information from there. The FMC extracts the information from the same file when you do the uplink, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, so one of the things while we were talking with SimBrief, one of the things Zibo came back to me and he said that he does not want SimBrief to trim the file down. He wants the whole file because he's got other plans. Now here you can see the other plans. You know, so if we told SimBrief, listen, just give us the wind information, we would have now sent another request. Oh, sorry guys, please add the rest. You know, so that's why all they did was just the rename of the XML file, made it a Zibo file, and now Zibo, at his leisure, can add nice little things like this. Easy as.
Morning.
All right. Morning. Okay, so Zibo's asked me to actually go fetch the new file and actually compare it. So we need to wait until this is done. Okay, then I need to go do the actual comparison quickly here on video so you can see it. And then I'll switch off my explain, go install the new one and just redo it. Okay, so for the guys who are doing the group flight, I'm going to move out of your way once that's done. Okay, and you can continue doing your thing. So, yeah. Neat new feature, right? Really nice.
Fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
All automated. Really nice now. Done. Done and dusted.
I'm sure Zibo can program it that it can fly for you automatic as well.
I'm gonna tell you a secret, but I'm not gonna give him more information. It wasn't Zibo that did that. Another developer actually gave me a script where this aircraft can fly 24/7.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Does everything.
I've seen
So,
that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Everything's automated. Everything.
Like Airbus.
No, your Airbus doesn't even come close to that. I promise you. No.
I don't think so.
Stepping traffic, SkymatixVA 4.00 ready for taxi to runway 23.
Right, anyway, there's obviously a timer running and things happen at a certain pace and things like that. So I just want to let it run through and then I'll move out of you guys' way. Anyway, guys here on Discord, if you want to continue flying, you can use the radio. You can continue. I think we'll interrupt you when we need to. No, it's not supposed to be fun, Christer. It's supposed to be a tool for checking stuff. You know, so that's why it was created, the one that I have. It's just to check stuff. In fact, I forgot update version number.
Don't forget the Toga lorry.
No, I won't.
Anyway, there you go. You see, guys, the loading is now done. Look, it's going to start that flight leg thing now. Or it should. It did this morning. There you go. Started automatically. Now you'll hear the passengers loading, and she's gonna come. Trish will come, close the door, tell us to have a good flight. Okay, so while we're doing that, I'm gonna continue the site because we need to compare them.
There you go, Kevin.
Got you.
Southbound traffic, Skymatix 04, line up on way, runway 23. 80 knots.
Remaining.
Possibly. $400.
Guys, the leaders on board.
1,000.
You're not actually flying today, Nico.
That's fine, Hendrik. Don't worry about it. Zibo, okay. Sorry?
I was asking if you are.
I will eventually, but Zibo's given me work, so I'm going to switch off, explain, restart it, test the new version again, and then I can get going. So the first test here he wanted me to do is to check the zero fuel weight. So we've got a 59.8. So if we double click, we should get 59.8. You see, it's wrong. Okay, so that is way out. So the values don't seem to load properly. Let's go back there. Yeah, this is not even close. This is not even close. 5.3, the fuel seems fine, but in terms of passengers and cargo, cargo is 2, not 5.5. There is a big discrepancy. Okay.
Where's the 5.5 coming from then?
Well, I can tell you one thing, it's still loading. I've jumped the gun. That's why. We have to wait until it's done. It's obviously loading the passengers. Yeah, it's only at 41%. Okay, apologies, Zibo. Sorry, I noticed.
Yeah, there are a lot of babies on board, so it's taking a long time to load the passengers.
Yeah, I can imagine. Guys, Paul and guys on stream, guys on Discord, Zibo says auto flight handling is just the working name. That's just what he gave it. If you have a better suggestion, type. Give us better suggestions. What do you want to call this function? Please give us suggestions. The guys on Discord put it in Zibo chat, and the guys on stream put it in chat. If you want to name it and be famous one day, you know, drop a few names. Let's see what names you want Zibo to call it. Thank you, Zibo.
What is the name now?
Auto flight.
Lord.
Yeah, something like that. Wait, I'll show you. It's called auto flight handling. That name.
Beautiful name, isn't it?
Well, according to Paul, it's misleading. So Zibo says, give it a better name. Come up with something. Give us suggestions.
Auto load.
Auto load handling, yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, southbound traffic, Skymatix 04, take off runway 23.
About time you went.
I had to wait, you know. I had to wait. I was too busy listening to Nico.
Count in traffic, Skymatix VA Flight at holding point, also one line up and with take off Skymatix VA Flight. Traffic, Skymatix VA 6, push start.
Well, if I had my way, I would just call it auto load. Auto load says
Auto
everything.
load.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I would have said, Nico. Auto load.
Christopher, that's a bit big, guys. You need to remember the icon is small, eh? It's not going to take a lot of information. You've got literally that space to work with, and you don't want it so small so nobody can read it. Auto load sounds plausible to me, but I see there's a couple of other suggestions. Yeah.
Flight plan load.
It's a bit more than just flight plan load because it actually doesn't load the plan. It's the load that it loads. So, got to be careful on that one.
1111, Alpha 1, holding point, runway 23, and 131.
Yeah. I'll have to have a bit more patience when we test the next one. Auto pre-flight can also work. That's a good one, Krista. Gents, while I'm thinking about it, I picked up some noise while I was making that big video yesterday on my microphone. If you hear crackling and stuff, please tell me immediately so I can pull this thing out, clean it, and push it back into the USB socket, eh? Yeah, it's closing the doors even. Hear that? Say 100%, 100%. Right,
Quite
so
a neat little addition, that really.
yeah. Only the service doors remain open now.
Count in traffic, Skymatix VA Flight, cleared for takeoff, runway 23, Skymatix.
Let's see what it does now. And lo and behold, look, patience is a virtue.
59.8.
Yay, yay, patience is a virtue.
No, but that's quite good that Zibo's put it in as a variable. As it's loading, it's increasing its weight.
It's realistic. Yeah, it's realistic.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. Keep those names coming. Eh? I'm not going to read every single one of them out, but keep it coming. Keep it rolling. If you've got a suggestion, put it in there. Zibo obviously is reading through it, and you know he's the final say. He'll make up his mind. You know what he wants to call it. Okay. Well, that means that I now need to kill my X-plane, and I need to go load the new one and test it again. Quit. Flight vision, yes. The aircraft that is modeled or which the Zibo mod is based upon does not give the reserves. So in that airline, in that specific model that Zibo gets the information from, that's how they do it. So what we've discovered is, for instance, Southwest Airlines, apparently they give it. For instance, that's a real world airline that gives it. The other guys don't do it, you know, on our side. So it's just, you know, that's the way it's modeled because it's based on this real version. Morning, Steve. Welcome.
Skymatix VA Flight.
Right, guys, I just need to quickly go and upgrade my Zibo now.
That's a good point to go for a coffee then.
Yeah, enjoy.
Skymatix Delta 9, direct Delta Victor Romeo, climb to flight
Okay.
altitude.
Zibo says I jumped the gun. That those two doors were supposed to close. So I said, okay, we'll let it run now again and we'll see. That is D. Right. He says that he forgot to update the name, so it's still going to say C, but it's actually D. So, yeah, okay. No worries, Zibo. Don't worry about that. We got it.
Okay, that one's for 1, clear to take off, runway 23.
Yeah, keep it coming, Rob. Keep it coming. Zibo at the end of the day will have to decide what he's going to call it. So you guys just keep on pushing the names. Ah, okay. Okay, that I'll do, Zibo. Got the new instruction as well. I'm just quickly reading through my scenery pack INI, guys. Just give me a second. I hate not having the buildings there. And the only thing I can think is it must be this prefab stuff I loaded. I don't know. Maybe let's go switch it off. Why not? Let's see what it does. I had buildings there the other day, as far as I can remember. Ah, there you go. Let's just see what it does. Right, so my new instruction says that I must start this process even before putting power on the bus. No batteries, nothing. Cold and dark, start the process, and then let's see what happens. So that's the test now.
Let's go.
Morning, guys. Morning to all the guys that just joined recently. And Jason, sorry for disturbing your sleep, man. But thank you for joining us so early. So, gentlemen, in general, what do you think about it? I've heard quite a few good comments. Any other comments you want to throw in there? You happy with it? You think it's nice?
7 traffic, Skymatix 449, good takeoff, runway 2.
I think it's very nice. Usual add-on.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard. Yeah, I will. But did you see in the dev room, Zibo actually says he thinks the battery discharge is a explained bug because it happens in the default 737-800 as well. Okay, so he said he's going to investigate it. I mean, that's right under the new release. So I don't think he's fixed it. It will probably be the same then. In fact, I guarantee it will be the same because he needs to investigate it. By the way, I'm not flying the latest beta, guys, so it might actually not happen. Yeah, it might be a new beta 8, Bravo 1 kind of scenario. Okay. Mr. M, you're a bit late, but you can see it now. I'm going to rerun the scenario because Zibo just updated my aircraft again. So just hang tight. We give it a minute or 3. We'll get there. You'll see.
Pushback failure. Aircraft appears to not have any steerable gears.
Come on. Let go. Right, so here's the surprise. This is now the 4th version this morning. Here we go. So under fuel, weight and balance, we've got auto flight handling. We're going to go to page 2. We're going to load the OFP and we're going to activate it. Christer, that's why Antonio exists, my friend. Antonio does that for you. If you really want it.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Skymatix VA Flight at Delta Victor Romeo, planning to flight level 230, Skymatix VA Flight.
Mr. M, I'm testing it in X-Plane 12. It will probably come to 11 as well, but obviously you guys don't have access to this yet. We're busy testing it. It's brand new. NES Aviation, it is a bug in Better Pushback, and whenever somebody updates Better Pushback, they can remove it for us, please. It's got nothing to do with Zibo. Right, so now we can actually see how it's progressing. Oops, wrong one. I wanted to go to the doors. So it's opened some of the doors for us. Okay. We on our side can then add the third-party stuff. I mean, this is not Zibo, guys. Just make sure you understand that this comes from Jar Design. No, the front door is not open. I actually opened the front door. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Let the script run. Zibo, I believe you're still watching. Let's see if it opens those doors once the pageant switches. Okay, because remember, it's now running the services. So once that is done, it starts automatically the flight leg. Okay, so let's actually have a look, see if the doors open itself. I'm going to call all these guys, but I won't open the doors. Okay, let me just have a look, see to what extent.
Open the doors in sequence, yeah.
I hope so.
Good morning, all.
Morning, Reggie.
Good morning.
Reggie.
I still don't have buildings, guys. That's weird. Too strange. I don't use 12.08b, Krister. This is the proper explain release version. Unless it updated without me knowing it, I doubt it. Because I've got two versions. Yeah, no, this is still the old one. Hello, Jerry. Did you see what we were going to show you? Did you just come in or did you actually see what's happening? Mr. M, yes, that is already included in Explain 11. You need to just go to one of our, either me or Zibo's Google Drive and just download it or grab my torrents. It's all there. It's already there. This new feature from this morning, you'll only get with the next release. It's still a work in progress. Okay, Jerry, let me show you quickly, and for the other guys that just joined, if you go into this weight and payload section, there's now a new button. Okay, if you go in there, you can actually load your OFP and then activate it. So it starts an automated loading process. You can check door status. I just don't have power on the bus yet. Can I put power now? Zibo, you told me to go into cold and dark. Anything for you. Let's put it on. Let's get the ground power on as well.
Does make sense that it is something you do as a pilot and not the autoload function.
Yeah. Right, so what Zibo's telling me in the background is, you can see the door's status on the overhead. I know that, but he never told me to put power on the bus. His instruction to me was go cold and dark. So I'm sitting here patiently waiting. He didn't think I was that stupid. He thought I was going to add power to the bus at some point in time on my own. Can you imagine? Then I put power on the bus and he comes back and he says, why did you do that? I didn't tell you. Oh, anyway, you can't win. Sorry, Zibo.
I'm standing for your information.
Enjoy, Hakan.
Thank you so much. Cologne. This route is fairly enough. Good route.
Yeah. Okay, Richard. So that basically means that yes, Zibo. Sorry, Zibo caught my eye there. Richard, that just means it's a bug in the new X-Plane, because obviously it's not happening in the old X-Plane. So that's definitely a laminar bug then. Right, let's see what's spotting. Alright, so it's done with the servicing. Now look, it's going to start the flight leg automatic, you see? Automatic.
It's Togo Reggie.
Okay, sorry guys, I am talking to Zibo in the background, yeah, and I'm just enjoying everything. You'll hear as the pageant continues, Trish will come, close the doors, you know, all those nice things. I'm going to start setting up the aircraft anyway. Okay, so let this thing run in the background, and then we can at least get a flight in, because right now it feels like I'm not going anywhere. Okay, PAX is still loading. Did I get it right? No one can auto-land the plane with OFP numbers. No, Terra. I don't know. Look, I mean, I don't do auto-land, so it means I need to go and do an auto-land and see what happens. The Zibo mod notoriously, every now and then, depending on scenery, depending on the actual airport, can either do an auto-land or it can't. It's got nothing to do with the loading. It's all more related to the code in the place, okay? Auto-load, sorry. I've got a little heart on my screen, and it's hiding some of the words. Okay, so obviously I misinterpreted that. Apologies. So let me start reading again, because I see you've put all the stuff up now. There's stuff below you, pushing you away from this thing, blocking me. Load the plane. You can auto-load it with this auto-load feature, so that's the answer to your first question. All right, you'll have to speak to Zibo about the data refs. Put a request in on the forum if you want those data refs. And again, sorry, that heart covered your word there, so.
250 degrees 11 knots. Visibility more than
No, I've still got lots of work to do, yeah.
100 feet.
Yes, it is, Ness. Absolutely. Everything here is based on that B738. You can change speed of it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Zibo, what are you saying? You can change the speed of loading, okay?
Oh my head. Color power online.
Not wondering, I'm here with you. Hello again.
Hello, real setting. So we can actually, okay, we can change the speed at which the auto load runs by changing this. So the refuel time, I suppose. Let's see. Actual time. There we go. PAX auto load time. There you go. Okay, so that's new one is added. Yeah, I'm split here between two screens, guys. I need to read still and then catch up. So you can increase the speed instead of having it real. You can just make it long. Okay, or you can just make it short and it's instant. Okay, cool. Thank you, Zibo.
0.5 hectopascal.
Page 1 will include graphic with animation.
Initial contact.
All right, okay. So what Zibo also says is in this page, he is planning, it's not available. Obviously, you can see it's not there yet. He's going to put a graph in here to actually show you the progress in a graphic as well. That's nice. Thank you, Zibo.
Transition level 0.
Not bad.
1.2.800.
Let's quickly set everything up here.
Wind 250 degrees 11 knots. Visibility more than 10 kilometers.
Right, gentlemen, I'm basically done with the reveal, so I'm going to move downstairs so I can have some peace and quiet from all the radios and things. If you want to join me, you're welcome. Otherwise, you guys upstairs enjoy the rest of your flight, eh?
Okay.
All right. I think that OFP said 310. I'm going to go check. Yeah, 310. It does, hey, John. It's amazing. It's absolutely wonderful.
Nico, will you share your screen again?
Yes.
Thank you.
Right, I'm just setting up my SDKP to get all the relevant information in here. Nice train. Paul, are you still on the stream? Right, we're not going to worry with all that, but if there is a VOR, I want the VOR 112, 112, 15. Okay, Paul, you remember that tutorial I made? Thunder will also testify to that, and I took like 5 or 6 tries to do it. I'm so glad I never redid it a 7th or an 8th time, and that I can actually wait for all the dust to settle and then we can go and do it. You know that one? Just thought I'd mention that. Morning, Frank.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
I was just sitting here thinking, my hat, if I had to go and do it again. Load. There you go. To all the new guys watching that might never have been on my stream yet, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are going to come back. Obviously, this is the place for all the breaking news regarding the Zibo mod, so you might as well bookmark my page here on YouTube, and feel free to have a look around, guys. There's lots of info we've put out already, so have a look. Morning, Michael. Hello, Richard. Morning. Nice to see you. Zibo. Yes, that's a good one. Yeah. Real times, that would be good. Zibo, I know we spoke about this the other day, and this is, you think it's a Zink problem. When you have time, see if you can't try and fix it somehow with your magic, that I can actually see those little lines. Because, I mean, if those 2 cyan dots or 3 of them can appear, I mean, I'm pretty sure the rest can also appear, so please have a look there. Jerry, it won't. It doesn't. there is no 737 that does that. Your approach is always your decision. Thank you, Frank. Thanks for following. Yeah. Right. So that seems to be done. Cool. All right, so just to mention to the guys that are unfamiliar with the process, any of the small lettering, okay, those small numbers, it signifies that it is something that was loaded automatically. All right, so a couple of things just to note here. You can obviously double check the zero fuel weight, so we can double click it so you can see it's exactly the same. If it was off, then you know you have to go back a few steps, see where you made a mistake, or you know, if it's a bug, then you report it, okay? In terms of our reserves, well, I just want the one line. So I'm going to make that 2.2. And like I just said to Jerry, in the model that we use as well, sorry, that wasn't Jerry, it was somebody else earlier. In the model that we copy basically into the sim in the real world, that is not done. There are operators that give the reserves. In actual fact, I can show you something else. I hope you don't mind, but I want to show you something else. As a comparison, last night I was sitting here and I was wondering, just by myself, there's no actual reason, there's no naughtiness or facetiousness included here, but I actually went and I looked at how PMDG does it, just for fun, you know, and this is what their one looks like, okay? So in the same page, after the uplink was done, you see they actually give you the reserves, but they don't give you the cruise winds or the outside temperature, see? So, you know, it depends on the model of the aircraft that you are presenting into the sim. It all depends on what's your point of reference, okay? So for us, that was, you know, the thing that's missing. For PMDG, it's something else that's missing because they've got a different model they're looking at, you know, different operator. You know, so the Boeing, you know, it's not the one model that comes out of the factory the whole time. There's many options and there are many different ways of doing it. So you guys mustn't split hairs. Don't go splitting hairs and, you know, getting an ulcer because of this happening or that not happening. It's different aircraft. Boeing makes them different for different operators, for different needs and different requirements, you know. So just bear that in mind. Oh, Steve, yeah. In a nutshell, let me just show you and all the other new guys. This is what it is. When you go to your fuel weight and balance, there's a new icon and you can uplink your OFP and actually get a whole automated loading process happening for you. But you're going to have to watch the video to see it. I did it twice this morning already, so there's plenty to look at. Okay, so that's a big thing. Some brief profile stays exactly the same. Your Boeing design does not change. The fuselage does not change. The amount of fuel it takes does not change. What does change between operators will be the amount of seats. You know, the size of the galley, for instance, the amount of, you know, those things. So, yeah, those are the things that will change. But the actual Boeing design, in other words, the sim brief profile, etc., those things aren't going to change. It is what it is. Right, so we're going to execute it. I'm going to leave it at full kettles because it's a short runway. All right, and then... Ooh-wee. Hold a second. That is a massive trim. Why would it be so massive? Why? Let's just quickly see. Right, rounding, it's rounding issues, okay. But still, I cannot remember when last in my life I've had a 7 trim. Let me just ask Zibo. Zibo, you still watching?
Yeah, also the 9% is a little bit low. High.
Yeah. Wow. I did not expect that. Okay, all right. He says the new version will have the right trim again. Thank you, Zibo, because he says it's zero fuel weight related. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Okay, Zibo. Let's make a quick plan here. Where did I post that other thing? Oh, I put it in the dev room. Oops, sorry. I'm going to move this thing a little bit. In actual fact, I wanted to calculate it, but we don't even have to, so we can make that 30. Ah, forget you can't type with the keyboard. 3033 and 2461. I can actually do it even more. Let me just go check what it does now. Yeah, it's getting better. Cancel. Let's take 500 from there. To 9. Okay, it's getting better. I'm not going to split hairs. He says he's fixed it. So just for my sake, I'm just reducing it a little bit. That CG is also getting better now. Okay. Okay, so that will be fixed for you guys once you get it. Michael, what's your question? Let's see. I noticed that. I've noticed that it is necessary to stop the reverse operation of the engines. I don't think I understand what you're asking. I've never seen that. No, I've never seen that. Let's see what happens here with me today, but I've never seen that. Please take note, if you guys are using the new beta explain, the flight model as well as the ground handling is messed up. Okay, so I did a test flight and it looked kind of a-okay, but the more we use it, the more we realize there's problems. So Zibo and Twixter, for just to mention those two guys, they're going to have to come up with some plan to counter it, or Laminar needs to fix it or something. Okay, so just remember that. Right. Yeah, I've got 2 copies of Explain. That's the only reason I can go and fiddle with it. But I've learned my lesson. I don't just upgrade because there's an upgrader. It bites you in the butt more than once. Right, okay. Now I need to get all my directions, courses and stuff. Said we're taking a runway 23, so that needs to be 233. Yeah, it's fast. T33. Yeah, we have to go heading select. Now we can also get rid of that one. We've done the test, we're fine. Right, okay. APU. You mean the previous X-plane? You need to run the installer and take the tick out of the box, but it's a hell of a process. Don't do it. You'll have to live with it. It's easier to just live with it, keep a blind eye. I've tried to help Uncle John twice already, and I promise you, it is a mess to try and go back to a previous X-plane. No, you still have to press the button. So if you go to VNav, and you have to go to forecast, and then you have to request them. So let's do it while the APU starts, and then you can see the process. This is the process now. So you either type it in manually, or you have to do the uplink from the uplink file. There you go. That's how you do it. Same thing goes for if you go to legs and you go to route data, you can actually request the upper winds now, your cruise winds. You know, it's automated to a point, but you have to press the button to get the automation to run. There you go. So that takes care of the uplink winds as well. Yeah, so perf init page is done, the uplink winds is done for the cruise, for the descent, you know, and you just have to fiddle with it a little bit. There's quite a few pages that's now incorporated, so yeah. Okay, so that takes care of all of that. APU, go on the bus. Let's get rid of the GPU. Better push back.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Right, so we can leave it there. Michael, no. The FMS plan is exclusively for when you want to use company route. I did not have an FMS plan in my mind this morning. It's there, I can show you it's there, but it has no influence because I'm literally not using it.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
And the reason I put it there is, like I said in my other video, is that one comes from the Navigraph desktop chart. So it also includes the SIDS, the stars, the runways, the transitions, everything is in there, okay? But I didn't use it. I literally only used the uplink file, which is that one. The big difference is that one will not give you the approach, whereas this one will obviously give you the approach. And like I said in the video, if you want to use that one, just make sure you do the request first, because whichever one you do last is the dominant one. It will overwrite the previous one. So it's what you saw in this video was absolutely based just on the uplink. There's no company route inserted at all. Hello, Alex.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, Jerry, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your work, mate. Right, I think we are done. Let's go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
No, Steve, because it reads from that file. Unless you update that file from SimBrief, and unless they updated their winds, you're going to get what is in that file. It does not talk to any service of any nature to get any more updated winds. You have to physically go and redispatch at SimBrief to try and get new winds. And as far as I know, that's how PMDG does it as well. I mean, you get the winds file downloaded. It just reads from the file. It doesn't go and update anywhere on any service. Morning, Scotsman.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I think the only time you're going to get updated winds will be if you either use XEnviro or Active Sky, because you can physically get it from them. I mean, this is the SimBrief winds that comes from XEnviro, so I can actually get the actual winds, so that's been given to me. So that one or Active Sky. And I must be honest with you, the winds don't change that much unless there is a freaking storm, okay, or some cell. Generally, your winds don't change that much. It's good enough for 6 hours at least.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, Jet Power. Right, flaps are set. Trim is set, definitely. I know that. I did it myself. There we go. Absolutely, Michael. It's all about the procedures. I mean, there's a little bit more work to do than if you fly an Airbus. But that's part of the fun, man. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. By the way, it's Zibo's creation. I just work here. I mean, I love working with him. And I do my bit, but at the end of the day, it's his creation. I'm really fortunate to have met him when I did, I promise you. I don't think Zibo always knows the joy that he's created in the community. I think, Zibo, if you're listening, I don't want to embarrass you, but man, you did a good thing for us. For all of us. Okay, this is a short run, so I'm actually going to start my takeoff run from here. I'm not going to bother to taxi forward. Let's just make sure everything is straight. Yeah. So, let's go.
Watch the trees at the end.
Yes. Right, stabilized. Just gonna hold back a little bit on the brakes here. Make sure I get off. In hindsight, I probably should have done flaps 15 or something. I'm not that heavy. Let's see. We should make it. Thank you, Neil.
Yeah, you can make it. Just push the pedal to the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, we made it today. Get up. I should have switched my virtual first officer on. Oops.
Positive rate. 1,000.
There you go.
How they just came online. That's nice for the guys who are online.
Christer, remember I told you I was involved with it a long time ago when it was still not open to public, and it's good and all, but it doesn't really match the Zibo performance that well, and I think the issue is not on their side. The issue is Zibo still needs to work a little bit on the Zibo mod, okay? Zibo is also still working on his performance calculator, so one day that will also come around. I just need to quickly concentrate on where I'm going, because otherwise I'm going to end up in Iceland before I know where I am at. So, legs page, execute, LNAV, there you go. Okay, that's good, that's good. So he's obviously improved it a little bit or done something to it to make it match the Zibo better. If I really want to calculate my stuff, I've still got TopCat. I just use TopCat at this point in time, it still works for me. Yeah. The one thing I've just noticed is that my auto also is not working. I'm wondering why. Why would that now be a problem? It says it's running, but it's not showing. This is X-Enviro that I'm using. I wonder why my auto is not picking up. It's like the inscriptions went missing or something. I don't know. That's ridiculous. Well, more work to do later. Figure that one out. It says it's not downloading. That's interesting. That's silly. There is autos. So it was that area that wasn't good. Okay. Interesting. There's the line. So that's not autos, and then we have autos. So okay, it's obviously having a problem. We won't let that bother us right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all the new viewers that have joined us. Thank you guys for taking the time and making the effort. It's really nice. I see Discord is really full, and I see here on the stream we've got 41 viewers on this count. There might be more now because it's not very accurate, but anyway, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for your support.
18 in Discord.
Yeah, nice. Have you landed already, Uncle John?
I have indeed, sir.
Yeah.
I was first away again though, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were. Yeah. But then again, you knew what was spotting, so you didn't have to see everything.
Correct. But take my hat off yet again to the boss. What?
Yeah.
He never ceases to amaze us.
Yep. Nature Cyber, good morning. Welcome. Right, we're going over the ditch to Holland now, I think. That would be Holland. Netherlands. What do we call it today? Something like that. Hey, Hendrik.
The Netherlands is the
right name.
Holland, but the Netherlands is the right way.
Okay. Belgium. Okay, Belgium can work too. It might be more Belgium than Netherlands, but anyway, somewhere there.
Yeah, you're definitely not over the Netherlands this year.
Yeah. Roger, no, we don't believe in cracking and stealing. We're not criminals. We have got all licensed products, and this is explained. Well, you're not a Belgium girl, so you're either a Netherlands guy or a Belgium guy. I don't know. I'm a Belgium guy. My family comes from Belgium. So what's wrong with that? Is there now something I don't know? Are you now insinuating there's something wrong with Belgium? You can come to South Africa anytime. I'll go feed you to the lions. Remember, we've got 8 lions on the farm. I'll go show you. Roger, I don't know how to respond to that. Crap is in the eye of the beholder, man. If you don't like it, you don't like it. We live for it. We live with it. We work in it. Hallo Gilbert, goeiemôre. Okay. No, otherwise you need to come and tell me the story so I don't step in it on stream and somebody sits there in the back. You know what I'm saying? Alex, last time we were there, me and Uncle John and my kids, we were there at feeding time. I promise you, those chickens that we feed them smells a million times worse than you, and they still eat them. I think if there's meat on the bones, and if the bones can crack when they chew them, they'll eat it. So don't worry. We'll make a plan. We'll introduce you.
Those chickens are disgusting.
Yes, that was terrible. I don't know if you can remember I was standing there next to the guy throwing it in, and he splashed some of that horrible freaking stink water on me. Oh, yeah. I had to go wash. It was terrible. But remember, they did it at the crocodile farm as well, those chickens. Remember that? Same thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex. Right, my top of descent is 157 nautical miles. As we get closer to 100 somewhere, I'll start prepping. Was it a good flight this morning, Uncle John? Did you guys enjoy it upstairs?
Absolutely loved it. I've just rebooted.
Okay.
And I've just had all my doors opening. But I'll tell you what I haven't got.
Yeah.
I need a copy of the ground handling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we need to fix that for you.
So all my doors are open and nothing's happening.
Yeah, I gotcha. You know what Zibo said to me earlier? I didn't mention it on the stream, but I'll tell you because now everybody can hear what I'm telling you.
Okay.
He says that if he can get a list for all those ground handling equipment, all their commands, he can automate them as well for the system.
He never ends, does he?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm ringing. Steve, just for your information, I'm done with this phone call now, and I noticed your message there. On my YouTube signal meter, whatever you want to call it, everything is in the green, everything is good. So it must be a YouTube side thing, because as far as I know, my signal goes to London, England, where the ingress server is, and then it gets distributed. So from between me and London, there does not seem to be a problem. So I'm sorry to hear that you've got problems, but weird. I don't have any issues my side, guys. Sorry about that. Right, let's start prepping a little bit here. Wait a minute. Wait, let's go check this thing. Forecast. Alright, so the two things we need to check is the ISA and the QNH, because that could have changed. Alright, so Control M, search. Yeah, sorry, Steve. Come on, weather report. Let's grab it from the other side then. Okay. So, -8. And QNH. Please, 800 kilograms to drop. 62.8. Right. 1005 539. Yeah, but I hate it when there's an issue, you know. It makes it worse when I can't do anything about it, you know. 39. $9 2,000. Yeah, unfortunately. Right, there we go. So we've got frequencies, minimas, courses. Sorry, I'm ringing again. Okay, guys, I need about 5 minutes. The aircraft's configured. I'll be back just now. My brother just needs some help. I'll be back just now to come do the landing. Fortunately, top of descent is still a wee while ago. I might even be back before then. So just excuse me quickly.
Pushback failure. Aircraft appears to not have any steerable gears.
Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see where we're at. Okay, not even at top of descent. Thank you, Alex. That glare is nasty with sun. Don't know why this is not updating. Too strange. Frank, if you come to our Discord, we've got general rooms, okay? And the best you can do is just pop your question in there and see if somebody can help you. Just come to our Discord. Right, if you go to the left, you know, on all the rooms side, just scroll down, you'll see there's general chat. And there's an Explain 12 room and some other stuff as well there. Jean-Pierre, you need to upgrade. Hang on a second. I'm on a beta version. Let me just check the latest version. Isn't 1.3 released for you guys already? Let me just actually double check because that's interesting. X in Viro. Let's have a look. See. Update. No, it says 1.29. I'm sorry, I'm on 1.3 something beta. Okay, so obviously we're not on the same version then. Yeah, that's weird. Just make sure that you log a ticket for it, that they know about it, and so on. You know, the more information they can get, the more it will help. Gotcha. Okay. Oh my. Why? Why? Off schedule descent for what? That's not supposed to be there. Silly Billy. Well, I use stable approach as well, you know that, and I don't have an issue. Weird. Really weird. Blooming computers and computer programs, you know. When they work, and when they don't work, they don't work. Guys, just a quick word. I see there are a couple of people trying to join the Discord. Gents, there's nothing like just reading a little bit. When you join our Discord, it's up to you to actually just look to the top left corner. It clearly says start here rules, and then you just have to read. The instruction of how to get in is in there, okay? If you don't go and follow the procedure to get access, you won't get access. Okay, so if you have tried to get in, go back, go read the rule, press the button, and it will magically open for you immediately. But man, I mean, I'm looking at the ratio of people that seem to be able to read and find that little room. It's amazing. It's like a lot is just, the people are just not picking up on the room. I don't know why. It clearly says start here rules. It's frightening, actually. If I have to go and sit and give permissions to everybody manually, I won't have a life.
Are you flying online, Nico?
No, I'm not online now. Alex is making fun again.
That was interesting. We had all kind of ATC all of a sudden.
Okay, okay. No, Peter, when I eventually got off and I saw that I'm so far behind, it just didn't make sense to even try and go online now.
No, I understand.
Yeah, but for some reason my auto is struggling to download this morning, so I'm not sure why, but it's not getting all the tiles. Earlier in the stream I saw there's a tile and then there's one not, and then there's nothing, and then there's one again. You know, that's the only drawback. And if you've got an internet connection problem, but I mean the same happens with 2020. I tell you, the first time it happened to me in 2020 when I couldn't get the tiles, that thing looks worse than FSX. It's crazy how bad that thing is when it can't get to the AI and it can't get to the tiles. It's horrible. I had a bit of a fright there, and same happens here now. You know? If you don't get your tile, it's not nice to fly like that. Look at these nice clouds. Wow. Wow. That's the first time, Jean-Pierre, first time that my auto is doing this to me. First time. I've never had this happen before. So there must be an internet connection problem somewhere. My YouTube still says perfect signal, so between me and YouTube there's not a problem. But look here, I mean, even my weather is not downloading, so somewhere on earth there's definitely an internet issue between South Africa and the rest of the world. I mean, this is not supposed to not be able to read it. It must read it. In fact, let me quickly take a screenshot. Yeah, now that stupid heart is across your writing. I cannot guess what you're saying. I'll have to wait for the next guy to type something to lift your comment. It's so stupid they put it right there in the writing. I don't know what these guys thought when they created this. Sorry, Jean-Pierre, I'll have to wait till you press a button. Maybe just press... Oh, there you go. Thank you, Alex. There you go. Okay, now I can see. Yeah, we'll get Starlink. He wanted to bring Starlink to South Africa, but because of our race-based laws and the racism that's rampant here, he declined. Because he has to give away a third of his company to one of their associates to come in to South Africa, and he's not willing to do that. And anyway, that's the last story I heard, so ain't gonna happen.
Radio altimeter.
That's not politics, Christer, that's life. That's how it works here. So everybody around us has got Starlink, all the other countries, but we can't get it. Yeah, frustration happens.
Talk to you later, Nico.
Okay, stay well. We missed. Oops, we missed the cutoff there. Let's go down, go down. Let's go chase it. Brum, 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 brum. Let's make a plan. Yes, we push that into the red, eh? Not sure why he's complaining about the glide slope, because we're not on the approach yet. We haven't pressed the button, let's put it that way.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Approaching 2-4.
Approaching decision height.
Thank you, Neil.
200. Minimums. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, no, it's not stopping. There we go. I had to go and fetch that thrust again. I have to ask Zibo about that. When you disconnect the auto throttle, it's supposed to disconnect this new fancy feature as well. It didn't look like it was working. Yeah, I had to think quickly there. Almost had to do a go around. Stupid. Thank you. That was not a bad landing then at the end of the day. Sure. So for the guys wondering about stable approach, this is stable approach. This is what it looks like, all the data that you can get from it. Right. I'm not really going to taxi that far. We did what we wanted to do. We came, we saw, we conquered. We showed you guys everything that we wanted to show you, and I hope you guys are still happy about it. I mean, I'm thrilled. I'm pretty sure there will be another update later today. So I'm not sure when you guys are getting... yeah, April. I'm not sure when you guys are getting the final release. Might happen sooner rather than later, but apparently there is another one Zibo is working on to fix the zero fuel weight. So, you know, not sure what his time looks like, if he's going to have time. He already made 3 fixes this morning for us, 4 in total, you know, so poor guy's probably also needing a rest. So anyway, we'll keep you informed. Keep an eye on Discord, the forum and the Facebook page, and then, you know, you'll know when it drops and you can go and play a little bit. That's such a lovely feature. Such a lovely story. Thank you, Frank. Thank you all you guys for your support, and thank you to all the Zibo team members for all the testing you do and, you know, helping make this great, you know, with me and with Zibo. So yeah, awesome.
Thank you, Nico.
Yeah, no worries. Detlef, I only noticed you on Discord now. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I hope you too.
Yeah, all good. I haven't seen you in a while, eh?
For a long time. I was flying around, but not connecting to Discord and so forth. A little bit other busy stuff. Nonetheless, I followed much of the things.
Yeah, yeah.
And this morning I was so nice and gave the colleagues for the group Friday a traffic control in Cologne.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was too late. I decided against the ATC thing, so sorry about that. Yes, Antonio?
Are we still online?
Yeah, we're still on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this my parking today. Thank you for flying with Skymatix. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride, and I hope you enjoyed all the chat and everything that goes with that. Ooh, I've got my APU. Guys, we'll let you know when this thing is ready. So, anyway, hang tight. It'll come. You guys must have a good rest of your day then. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Nico.
Bye.